Hi, it's Dr. Jeff Davis, President of Lordship Investments, Director of the New Way Community, coming to you today with 5 minutes to live by. In this program, we talk about different subjects such as Christianity, business, insurance, sales, finance, marriage. Today, we're going to be coming out of my book, How to Become a Real Estate Investor. Wrote this book for people who are looking to get into the investing side of real estate. It offers some practical advice and suggestions on how to go about building a real estate investing business, how to become a real estate investor. Today, I want to talk to you from the subject of how to build a fix and flip business. Now, as we've said before, fixing and flipping property is when you buy a property that needs repair, you get it at a good price, you then fix it, and then you turn around and sell it. So the whole process has certain steps in it that you have to walk through, and I'm going to briefly go through those. I mean, there's definitely more detail to discuss in this, but this is just to give you an overview. So the first thing you do is you find a property in a neighborhood that you believe you'll be able to sell at a good price. So you're not going to be looking for D communities here. Sometimes you don't even want to look for C communities. You want to look for A or B, though A is sometimes a little harder to find, but you're going to look for B communities specifically. And you want to look for properties that hopefully has 3 bedrooms. It'd be nice if it had 2 baths, but 1.5 will do. You want it to have a yard. You want it to have, you want it to have the things that the houses in that community have. Sometimes you're buying in communities that are 2 stories, so it may be a 2-story single-family house, or it could be a single story. Again, you want to buy in that community. You want to make sure that when you're doing a fix and flip, that it has schools nearby, because again, you're probably going to be selling to a family. So schools and transportation are going to be very important to them for work and, of course, kids going to school. When you go and you look at these properties, it has to need work. Not necessarily a lot of work, but fix and flip does not work if you can't have a property that needs work. So the question is, again, how much work? And typically what you do is you go in there, you see it. If it's cosmetic things like painting, new carpet, things like that, not a problem. Though most times, I'll be honest with you, you're going to probably have to either update or put in new kitchens. You're going to have to update or put in new bathrooms. You typically have to either do new floors, or you may have to go through there and buff the floors, varnish floors, etc. If it's hardwood, carpet typically has to be replaced. Um, and you want to make sure that you know what you're dealing with as far as the major systems. So you want to know about the roof, the plumbing. Plumbing can be probably the most expensive repair you'll have in a property, because water just tears everything up. But there's also the electrical aspect of it, and as I said, the roof, and then the HVAC. It's nice to have a house with heating and air conditioning, though in some places in the U.S. you don't need both, but it's always good if you have it. And so now you look at the property, you put together a list of those repairs, and you look at what your offer is going to be. And you're basically going to offer something where once you buy it and fix it, you can sell it at a profit. You want to establish what you want that profit to be up front. So in your mind, you may say, I want 25, 30,000. My personal opinion would be you should try to go in the 35 to $45,000 range, meaning that after all the bills are paid, there's a check for you of no less than 35,000, because you'll see that there's a lot of work, and typically you have to wait until you get paid. Now, the big part about a fix and flip business is going to be contractors. You typically are going to get 2 or 3 people to come in and give you bids. You don't necessarily take the lowest bid, you take the common sense bid. So you've already gone through, looked at the property. Now they're going through, they're going to give you a written estimate, and you want it written, and you're going to compare apples to apples. You don't want to work with a contractor that needs a lot of money up front. You need a contractor that has the wherewithal to get a little money up front, but to actually get the brunt of their money once you see the work is done. Because you'll find working contractors, if you give them too much up front, they don't get the work done. And they're usually working multiple jobs, and sometimes they're taking your money to finish another job, and you just can't have that. So you want to try to have it where preferably 10, 15, probably no more than 20% up front. Sometimes you're going to be buying the materials. Sometimes they'll buy it, depending upon how skilled you are with this. Sometimes they can get a better price than you can get. Again, if you're going to build a wholesaling business, ultimately you might want to be able to go to places where contractors go, set up your own account, and then be able to help them with the repairs in that respect. So, building a fix and flip business takes some time, but if it's something that you want to do and you're okay with the construction part of it, then building one can be very profitable for you. Final thing I'm going to say about this is that you also want to have a realtor there every step of the way, from the beginning when you first get the property till the end, because you want this realtor to see what the comps are in the beginning, what can it sell for in its current condition, and then what should it sell for when it's done. And you want a realtor that can move property fast, so this works for you. How to build, how to become a real estate investor. You can pick this book at www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org, or you can get it at Amazon. Till next time, this is Dr. Jeff Davis wishing you a day full of success and happiness.